Right, so we're here. So we're in my weekly, not weekly, sorry, everyday makeup drawer. So let's start here. So this one stays in, as you know. It's the Nas Orgasm Blush. I have used that, I think once or maybe twice this week, along with the Too Faced Love Flush Love Hangover. So that stays in as well. I used this a couple of times. I've actually got this on now. So this is the Super Shock Chic Pearlized Stole Show highlighter. It's just absolutely stunning, guys. That's it there. So this shade here is Sequin. I was going to wear that as well over the top of the eyeshadow I've got on now, but it just didn't, it wasn't picking up, obviously because of the pure pigmentation. Oh, I'm putting that back. The pure pigmentation of the eyeshadows from the Wet n Wild palette. Right, and I've wore this a few times this week as well. So it's the Mineralized MAC Skin Finish in Soft and Gentle. So I have worn makeup this week, I've just not worn eyeshadow. So yeah, I mean, me wearing makeup without eyeshadow has just been like, it feels like there's so much missing from a look. Eyeshadow is what makes a look, I feel. Right, so this Revolution highlighter, it's in Reactive, that's the shade name, and it's in the X Exposure highlighter multi-dimensional powder. I feel like I want to keep this in for another week. It is so pretty. I mean, look at the packaging. So pretty. That's what it looks like. Really pretty. It's a pink highlight. Doesn't look pink on the skin though, that's it there. On the actual face, when I put it on, it looks kind of like white, which is a bit odd. I might zoom in a little bit. Right, this one can go back. So we've got the Physicians Formula Sexy Booster Bronzer. At one point I thought I was going to get rid of it. I've hit so much pan on it. I might keep this in here as, no, what we'll do, right, is when we've finished using the, no actually I could, because this is a glowy bronzer. Sorry, I need to make up my mind. What I was going to say is when I finish the Revolution and Imagination highlighter palette, and by the way I've repressed that, guys, there's seriously not many uses left. I could use this with a matte bronzer, but if I'm going to do that, the bronzers that are left in that palette are 2 matte bronzers anyway. So let's just keep this in until it's used up. Right, so this powder I have used over the top of this highlighter. So this isn't that pigmented. I think it's this one. I mean, on the finger it doesn't look. This one looks quite pigmented, but I've got 2 others and one of them doesn't look pigmented at all. I'm definitely going to keep this one. These 2 are a winning combination together. They just are so good. So that's that. This one is going to be staying in. I'm going to use it up as an unofficial project pan. So this is the Wet n Wild Colour Icon Bronzer in Reserve Your Cabana. So that's going to stay in. This is Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder, and by the way, that Wet n Wild Reserve Your Cabana, I'm gonna order another one just because it's that good. Then we've got the MUA Skin Define Hydro Powder Project Pan. We've got this highlighter. I need to use that. I just forget it's there. Oh, powders. So these can go back. So we've got this NYX HD, but it is the Revolution Peach Powder. There's not that much in here. I didn't put that much in originally, so when that goes I'll just continue to top it up, and then when the Revolution container has kind of gone. I'm just gonna like bin that because it's too big, and that's why I've got it in there. Sorry, there. Right, so we've got an eyeliner, this Olivia Palermo one. It's a really nice purple, I feel. Yeah, it is. That one can go back in my eyeliner drawer. When I want it, I'll just pull it out. So I've been using this all week, and it's the Essence Camouflage Full Coverage Concealer. I'm going to put that back. I've been using this a lot. I really like this Technique lip oil. I use it in the morning and before bed. I only use this for the spoolie, so that's it there. Then we've got this brow pencil from Makeup Gallery. Not used it because obviously I only use one at a time. Not used that, I need to use that more. This is a new mascara from Primark, so that's unopened. We've got the Slay the Brow. I got 2 more of these from Poundland, which I'm really happy about. So we've got the Rimmel Wake Me Up. I need to focus on this week. We've got that's the Natural Collection Tinted Brow Gel. Then I've got a little sample here from Model Co. More Brows. This came in a Birchbox, in September's Birchbox. I like this, guys. I tried to get the full size. I don't know how many grams the full size is. Well, this one is 5.5ml, so you would think it's going to be around the same with being full size. This one's 2ml. I've said it before, I would have preferred it if it was medium or dark. So it's medium to dark. This one's light to medium. It does work. It's one of those fibre gels, whereas this one isn't. Stay. So this one is actually, this one is actually better, but this one is £13 and this one is £1, so you'd hope that it would be better. I went onto the Birchbox site because apparently everything that comes in the boxes you're supposed to be able to get on the site. Well, this wasn't on, so I don't know about that. I would really like the full size version of it, and also you're supposed to be able to get 10%. I might ask them about it, but I've been having a lot of trouble with Birchbox since I ordered in August. So I've got my September box and I'm still awaiting my August box. My August box plus my, they call it something like a throwback box. So when I ordered in August, basically you buy one box, you get one box free. But I didn't think I was getting 2 boxes in August. I thought I was going to get August box and September box for free. No, that's not how it works. Basically what they do is August box I paid for on the 25th of August, and then they billed me again on the 1st of September because that's when they take money out of people's account, on the 1st. If I would have known that, I probably would have just joined on the 1st of September rather than, you know, paying 2 boxes in 1 month. That's a little bit extreme, but live and learn. The parcel, the first parcel, I don't know what happened to it. I go into this in my glossy box review anyway for the unboxing for September, but let's say I still don't have it and I'm still awaiting for the original box to turn up. And I have spoken to Birchbox now 4 times, which is absolutely ridiculous as someone that's just joined the company. I've been with them before and that's why I, you know, kind of wanted to go with them again. But the last time I ordered a Birchbox was in 2017. So yeah, I'm going to put the video up about Birchbox. It will go up eventually, but I just want to see if that August Birchbox turns up first, because I want to give them a fair review, to be honest, and I don't want to be bitching the whole time about it. But yeah, you can, I'm just angry in that video that I filmed the other day, and everything that I said was fact, but I want to see if they're going to send me my August Birchbox. Yeah, I want to see if they're going to send me my August Birchbox, so that won't go up for a few weeks yet, is what I'm trying to say. Then we've got this Smashbox. I'm going to be using these as brow powders. So that's all them. All these are staying in. Right, so foundations. I'm going to keep this one in. I'm really getting down to it. It's about here, I think. It's the Rimmel Bb Cream, Very Light 9-in-1. So we're keeping that in. This one can go back. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Foundation. It's the original. That can go back. This can go back. I really enjoyed using this. It's really good, guys. It's the L'Oreal True Match Highlight. It's in the shade Icy Glow. It's just super pretty. I got this from TK Maxx for $3.99. You know, it's a bargain basically. Then we used the Sparkle Hydrating Moisturising Under Makeup Primer. Now I used these products all week and didn't really use anything else because Pretty Random pulled them out for me, so I wanted to use the dedicated products that Pretty Random pulled out, and I didn't really use anything else. I'm going to put this back, this Laura Mercier setting powder, just because I have used it consistently for 2 weeks. So we'll choose a different one. Well, when I say a different one, it's either going to be my e.l.f. one or my Becca. I think it's going to be the e.l.f. because I haven't used that in a hot sec. Right, so I use this consistently every day as well. I don't feel like I'm making any progress on it, guys. It just doesn't feel like, you know, feels like it's going to last forever. We've got some eyeshadows there and some bits and pieces here, and then that's it for here. So I'm going to take you over to my acrylic drawers now, where I keep all my palettes, and we're going to go through that, and then we'll put everything away and we'll pick some new products for the week. Right, so here we are. Okay, so we've got my Too Faced chocolate bar. So as you know, that's Project Pan. Just let me... I need to bring you forward. Right, so yeah, this is Project Pan. I have made some progress. If you've not already seen it, I would recommend that you go and watch my Project Pan update on this Pan That palette. I will leave it somewhere, probably at the end of the video. That always stays in here. Right, this one, this was where my eyes started going dry, so I could only do one look with it. So this is the Peachy eyeshadow palette. Just looks like that. I really want to do the other two looks with it. It looks like a beautiful palette, and summer's almost over as well. I'm going to keep it in. Even if it means I can only do 1 or 2 looks with the Nikki Tutorials palette, I can keep that palette in for an extra week. So, as you know, Bretman Rock and Wet n Wild has also been in for, is it 2? Yeah, 2 weeks now. So this is what this palette looks like. Absolutely amazing. Definitely want to do more looks with that. And then we've got the Profusion Festival palette. I absolutely love this. I had to keep it in because I did a look with these blues. That was for the Girl Power collab. In the end, I kind of used the Oceans Fresh by Makeup Obsession more than I did this right at the end of the video. So yes, I'm going to be putting this back, and we've got 2 palettes already in there, but I do want to pull the Nikki Tutorials as well. Like I said, just want to do at least 1 look with it. Right, so next row down. So I've been playing with this a lot this week. So we've got the Smashbox Crush on Blush palette. So it's blush and bronzers, because I've used the highlighter up already. I use this bronzer a lot, but I also use the Revolution and Imagination Highlight to the Moon bronzers. So yeah, this is getting quite the dip. And then I used all three of these blushes. So I used, let's get the names. I used Warm Apricot, which is that one. Guava is that one. And then Suntan is the bronzer, and then Rosy, so that's Suntan obviously, Rosy, and then that's Rosette. I mean, what is anyone supposed to do with that? It does show up a little bit, but when you've got like your contour on and stuff, I don't think it would. Anyway, that is going back. I was glad to use it. I hadn't used it in ages. Again, Revolution and Imagination Highlight to the Moon palette. I'm going to show you what it looks like. I've not used it since I repressed it, but look, there is literally nothing there. So I don't know. I don't even think I'd get 3 uses out of this. And then I'm going to try and mix those two together and focus on panning those, and then I'll put it away until next year, and then we'll pan the highlighters. In here we've also got the PS Bronze Highlight and Glow, which I really like, but I've not used it for so long. And then we've got some Project Pan things. I will show you what they are. Right, so we've got the Chanel bronzer, which you all know how I feel about that. We've got this Cheap Date eyeshadow by Colourpop, this Lunch Money highlighter by Colourpop, the Charlotte Tilbury eye pencil, which is in an unofficial Project Pan. I was trying to speak too fast, it wouldn't come out. It's in Champagne Diamonds, it's especially for blue eyes. Then I've got these Tanya Burr powders that I pulled out from a palette. Should really just bin them. But yeah, I've got them. Right, there's a gloss here. So I've got that. And then this like blush, I don't think I'm going to keep that. Then we've got this Charlotte Tilbury Eyes to Mesmerising Bet. That really isn't, I guess it is kind of Project Pan. I just want to use it up before it goes bad. So that is everything we've got in those acrylic drawers. So what we're going to do now is just put the products back that I used last week and don't want to use again. And then we'll go through my makeup stash, I guess. So I'll see you soon. Right, so we're in the first drawer, which is my primers, foundations, powders, like glowy products here, bronzers, there's some palettes here. Yeah, and that's about it. Oh, and concealers. I really don't know if I need to pull another foundation for the week. I mean, I've got the BB cream, so I could focus on using that up. It's really nice. Then I've got another BB cream by Mercier, which I think I will pull another foundation. See, I do want to use this one out just because it is so crappy. I don't know what your experience is with this foundation, but I really don't like it. So it's the Nyx Born To Glow, and you're probably thinking, well, why are you pulling it if you don't like it? Well, because I want to use it up. Shall we bring this tripod up a little bit? Yeah, it just looks like that. So let's pull that. Probably won't use it, but let's pull it anyway. Right, so let's go in with under eye setting powders because I always forget them. There's one at the back here. Let's use the e.l.f. So that just looks like that. Powders, right. So pressed powders, I use this as the finishing powder. It's the e.l.f. Sheer Tint finishing powder. It's really, really good, guys. I mean, you can see how good it is. I've kind of like close to hitting pan there. So let's pull that. I mean, how glowy is this? I can't remember. It's not as glowy as the Wet n Wild one, so we're going to pull it anyway. I might not use it. Right, so this powder's up next, and again, I really don't like it. It smells of talc quite badly. That's the only thing I don't like, because it seems to be good with pores. So if you've got big pores and you want a inexpensive powder, this one is the one to go. But if I'm recommending drugstore, I would definitely say this one. It is absolutely beautiful. It leaves you, it gives you a really nice flawless finish, but I'm not using that till next week. So let's pull them there. So far it's products that I really don't like that much. I'm just wondering if to pull a primer. I don't really need a glowy primer if I'm going to use this, because it's Born to Glow. It's got that inside it, but I'm just thinking about the other foundations I've got, or BB creams. Putting something like this underneath it just looks absolutely gorgeous. As I used that L'Oreal one last week. I'm just trying to think what's up next. Let's use this Technique Strobe Fx Cream. That's quite nice. I don't know whether to use bronzer, blush and highlight, or use a palette. Let's see what we've got. Part of me wants to use this Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne palette. Not used it in a while, and I want to see if I still like it. Blushes. Looks like we're going for individuals, guys. I'm really, like, I've got so many blushes here, so many, I don't know how many, but I have got quite a lot, and it's like they're all making me go blah. I really like this Anastasia one, even though I've used it quite recently. Looks like that. Let's pull her. Right, let's pull the Hourglass. We'll pull this Sephora one. So we've got them there. And let's just leave them. I want to pull one of these Maybelline Face Studios. I bought this a while ago and I've barely used it, so I'm going to pull this. This is in Diamond Glow. I'm just going to put these on my vanity. I don't want them falling, especially not that Maybelline Highlight. They're so easy to break. I could pull more highlighters. There's only really one shade that I can actually use in this. Well, I could use... I can use that one and that one mixed. But if I wore that all, we could get bored. So let me just pull at least one more. Right, I want to pull this one. Every single time I'm like, do I want it? Can I declutter it? I barely used it, you can see I barely used it. So let's pull this one. I think it's because it's got kind of like a pinkish shift. I'm not a lover of it. Everyone raves about this. I don't know if you're going to be able to see it. It's here. Like, Soph Does Nails. I think her channel is Soph Does Life now, but she absolutely adores that, and she's a fair skinned girl like me. But yeah, I mean, I can't get on board with it, and if I can't get on board with it, it can get decluttered. It's just such a shame because I've spent so much money on makeup, and you know, some things just don't work out. Right, so let's pop these on the vanity as well. I've just done a products I wouldn't recommend kind of products that I wish I hadn't bought, so I'm going to link that somewhere as well. Right, so let's go down to the eyeshadow palette drawers. I don't think there's anything in here that I want to use. I've got 2 palettes in the acrylics, so I'll just get the Nyx palette. Which is still in her great big box. Let's put that up a bit now. Yeah, she's still in her great big box. Cannot wait to use that. So I haven't taken it out of the box. I think I'm just going to leave it on top of the acrylics. Will it be okay there? Apparently those eyeshadows really break, like any eyeshadows would if they fell onto the floor. But they are, I've been told, they're a little bit more crumblier than normal. So basically we've got the Nyx Tutorials palette. I'll just tell you what we're working with. So Bretman Rock and the Primark Peach palette. Once I've done 2 looks with this palette, it can go away. Once I've done 2 more looks, so I might work on that over the next 2 days. So yeah, this is everything. So let's go over to the vanity now and put things away, because I didn't pull any palettes today, so everything will go into my everyday makeup drawer. So let's go and do that. Okay, so here we are. We're gonna have to put things away quite quickly just because my battery's running out, and obviously the light won't be long after it. So let's see. That really shouldn't be going there. That is going to be going in the acrylics. I forgot that I'd pulled that palette, so I'll put that away. I won't do it on camera. So we've got the powders. They're going to go here. We've got another highlighter. I pulled a lot of highlighters. I think I'm going to put the bronzer in the acrylics as well. I'm going to take this highlighter out. I don't think I'm going to be using all these highlighters this week. Right, that bronzer will fit now. So then it's just the highlighter going into the acrylics. and this going into the back. I like to keep boxes of new highlighters. It's a new obsession of mine. I don't know why, because obviously it's taking more storage up. But yeah, I mean, this one's a pretty box. But yeah, I do like to keep them, so I'm just going to put that there. So this is full. Right, so as I was saying before we rudely got interrupted, so this section is full now, so I'm just hand holding the camera, so it could be a bit shaky. So we've got bronzers, highlighters, blushes, some Project Pan stuff, we've got powders here. I have to keep that in there because it's big and it's bulky. Then we've got brow products, concealer, lip oil. Then we've got the powders at the back there. I've put the box to the highlighter there because I want to keep it. Then we've got the foundations and that glowy product that I pulled. No, I didn't pull a glowy product, did I? Because I'm using the Nyx Born To Glow. And then this is what I mean about the eyeshadows. I need to test those eyeshadows just to see if I want to keep them. And then these are just random bits and bobs. Right, so this is the station where I hold all my eyeshadow palettes, highlighters, bronzers, everything that won't fit in the everyday makeup drawer, to be honest. I put the Nikkie Tutorials and Beauty Bay eyeshadow palette there because it's big and it's bulky. That's my perfume that I'm trying to pan. It's going to take me a while. It'll probably take me till around November, December time. There's like 2 of my newer nail polishes there, and then like a glow spray there. Then inside we've got the Too Faced chocolate bar that stays in because it's Project Pan, the Wet n Wild Bretman Rock palette, the Primark glowy peach, not glowy, sorry, the Primark Peachy eyeshadow palette. So there's not really a lot of eyeshadow palettes there. There's enough for the weight, don't get me wrong, but it doesn't look that full. Right, and then down here we've got the Revolution and Imagination Highlight to the Moon palette. There literally isn't much bronzer in here, so I'm nearly done with that. There are 2 bronzers that I'm really going to try and make work. Let me show you, and I'll show you the progress. I've just put some on my face now, and literally guys, you know, it's nearly all gone. So this one, which is what, literally, and then I think that one's Warrior, yeah, literally and Warrior are all gone nearly, so I want to try and work on these 2. Let's see if I can, yeah, Cute and Can't Deal, mixing them together. Nona from let's speak again. Nona from My So-Called Life 1977 said, why don't you try mixing them? So that's what I'm going to do. That by itself will not work on my skin tone. I just know it won't. And then next year I'm going to pull it back out and work on the highlighters. I've just had enough of the palette. It's not a bad palette, guys, but I've been working on it pretty much consistently all year, and I want to work on something else. So once we've hit pan on these, this will be going back in the collection for the highlighters. I might even think about maybe depotting these highlighters and putting them in a palette, in a magnetic palette. So that's that. Then we've got the PS Bronze Highlight and Glow palette, which always stays in there. And then we've got the Urban Decay and Kristen Leanne highlighter palette there. And then down here, well, that's good. Down here we have literally just got bits and pieces of Project Pan items, and I hope I've not broke my new eyeshadow palette, because that's fallen into a box on the floor. So let me go and check that. No, thankfully it's okay, so I'm gonna talk to you about that in the next. I've got my Birch boxes, and I'm gonna do a video on the Birch boxes, and I also bought a few products in town when I went, so a new eyeshadow palette and a couple of brow products. So we're gonna have a little bit of a chat about that, but first of all, I think I'm going to do a quick eye look with this Peachy eyeshadow palette. I did a look with this one yesterday, so by the time this Shop My Stash goes up, it should this one, the eye look should be up already because I want that one to go up first. So yeah, let's do an eye look with the Peachy eyeshadow palette. It's going to be 3 looks, 1 palette. I've already done 1 look, which I will link when I actually do this look. And yeah, we're just going to see what we can do with it. So guys, this is the end of the video. Thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your time. If you've not already subscribed, I would love it if you would become part of my little fam over here on YouTube. It would mean the absolute world to me. Just hit that subscribe button and notifications bell. Please like, share and comment, and I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.